first MAC championship as a coach. You've competed
Yeah.
in this as a student athlete. Just kind of overall thoughts, and some of the highs and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was so interesting to be back in here. In this arena, this was my junior year. We had conference here too, so it was just like fun feelings to be able to have to be back in. Very different being, the coach versus the athlete side. I had to figure out what to do with my own time on the bye rotation, so that was fun to be able to like figure that out. But this season we've had our ups and downs, and while today might not have been the best, we've had some really great things that we've got to be proud of to be able to utilize to build to move forward for future years to come. I mean, we host conference next year, so I'm ready for that revenge already.
What were your thoughts on like how the rotation's set up? You kind of got to do the home rotations with a couple buys thrown in there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's great, and us to be able to go out on floor and Kayla and Kira pretty much be the only people that are going in a floor routine. Like those are opportunities that you don't get very often. So it's so much fun to be able to see them be able to like have that spotlight and shine piece to be able to go out there and do that. And I think it's only going to be something that's going to continue to help us grow and get better as well too.
What did you see from Kira? She had a season high to close the meet. It's like the last thing going on the meet was her floor routine. Just what did you see from her as like the year went on as her sophomore year, and what you're looking from her for next year?
Kira's just Kira. Like I love that she has such a passion for the sport and wants to do well and just goes out there and does it, gives it her 100% all the time, every time. And I just kind of told her before she went out there, I was like, I made a little joke. I was like, we both have dimples. So I was like, go out and show the people all the dimples and rock this floor routine, because I knew she had it in the bag for us to be able to wrap up that floor rotation.
Yeah, Kat closed out Volt very strong, finished fourth. Just, her performance and just where she was just that like anchor on that routine.
Yeah, I mean, Kat was able to go out there and compete her 1.5 today for a vault, and I think that's something that, having to take last year off, we had to work towards that and make sure that we were ready to go, that it was ready to go in that moment. So, for her, we had to make sure that we all trusted her and she had to trust herself, and she went out there and did that. So super proud of her for being able to go after some mistakes too, and just be able to have that piece where she landed that vault and again got rewarded for it for sure.
Yeah, you're looking at the full back to the floor routine. We had Megan Gonzalo, tied her PR. You had Nadia step up and compete for the first time ever and had a solid score. And of course, obviously, we already talked about Kira.
Yeah, I mean, Meg Gonzalo, she's led off floor all season, and that's the floor score she should always deserve. She's great, she's engaging, and she's such a clean gymnast. So I was so happy for her that she finally got rewarded for all of her hard work for this season. And I mean, Nadia being able to step up and go into a floor rotation, that just shows that we have depth and we have people that are confident enough to be able to step up. And that's something that we've been talking about this season about. And I'm excited for future seasons to be able to know, we have this piece that maybe some other people don't. So we're going to be able to work with that and be able to build that, for future years to come.
And just obviously with just being so young this year, where did you see the most growth with the team, just in where you look to capitalize, as you go into off-season training into next year?
Yeah, honestly, we're going to take everything that we learned this year and be able to use it to propel us forward. It's a piece where this sport is always growing, always changing, and with us having that younger team, we can be able to use this and figure out what did we learn about our own selves this year to be able to make sure that we put that team aspect into play next year and be able to bring those incoming freshmen on board to say, we knew how it finished this year and it wasn't on our best note, but we're not going to make that mistake again, that we're going to make sure that we're ready and we're prepared just like we were this year, but on a whole new level of it all.